Am I the asshole for not speaking up sooner when my coworker, Hannah, quit multiple times and escalated into a dramatic and potentially manipulative situation? So I've been working with Hannah for years, and we've become pretty close friends. We're always competitive, especially Oscar, who's always talking about starting our own company together one day. But despite our friendly rivalry, Hannah recently just up and quit without warning. I remember it like it was yesterday. She walked in, her backpack slung over her shoulder, and announced that she was leaving us all to pursue a life of traveling the world. Oscar swears she said something about finding herself, but honestly, it seemed like just another Tuesday morning until suddenly she was gone. Weeks went by, and we heard nothing from Hannah, just like she'd vanished into thin air. But then, out of nowhere, she starts sending us weird messages on social media, hinting that something was amiss. At first, we thought it was just harmless selfies or silly Instagram posts about finding inner peace, but the next thing you know, Hannah shows up at our workplace, in person this time, and tells us she's been haunted by her own demons. She starts talking like she's on some sort of spiritual quest, something about needing to reconnect with the universe or whatever. Oscar and I were trying to be supportive, but honestly, we were just trying not to laugh. It was like something out of a bad sitcom. But Hannah comes back every time like she's on some sort of roller coaster ride. The drama escalates until Hannah shows up at our workplace with Indigo, claiming that Oscar has betrayed her and accusing him of dating one of our clients. The whole situation was getting more and more surreal by the minute, but what really caught me off guard was when Hannah started ranting about something called the Order of the Silver Phoenix. As it turns out, our former manager, Mr. Johnson, had been manipulating Hannah's insecurities all along, fueling her paranoia and sense of betrayal to turn her against us all. It was a wild and unexpected twist that left everyone stunned. Now I'm sitting here trying to process everything that happened, wondering why I didn't speak up sooner when Hannah quit the first time, and whether I should have done more to support her or simply let things unfold on their own. But what really got me is how quickly everything escalated into this toxic situation. Am I the asshole for not speaking up sooner and letting things escalate to this point?
Am I the asshole for standing up to Indigo at a party last night? So I'm still fuming about what happened. I met up with some friends at a mutual acquaintance's place for a birthday celebration, and it was one of those gatherings where everyone knows each other but not really. There were maybe 20 people, and we had just devoured an entire pizza by ourselves, so the atmosphere was pretty rowdy. As we were all making small talk and trying to fill the awkward silences, Bo started rambling on about how he thought Indigo was being a bit too sensitive when it came to her job. Specifically, she's a freelance writer and had been sharing her struggles with finding clients online. Bo basically told us that she should just be grateful for any work she gets, like we were all some kind of charity case or something. I tried to stay calm at first, but then I realized Indigo was starting to get visibly upset. She's always been someone who wears her heart on her sleeve, and when Bo made those comments, it felt like he was really going after her. So I piped up and said that his comment wasn't okay, that it sounded condescending and dismissive of all the hard work she puts into her writing. At first, everyone just laughed it off and told me not to be so uptight. But then Bo started talking over me and basically saying that I was being too PC, that Indigo needed to toughen up and stop whining about everything. The whole thing escalated quickly from there. Reese, who's always been a bit of a loudmouth, jumped in and started arguing with us both. Before long, the conversation had devolved into a full-blown shouting match, with some people taking sides and others trying to stay out of it. I ended up storming off to grab a drink from another room because it was just getting too much for me. When I came back, the noise level had died down significantly, but I could tell that everyone was still pretty heated. Now, as I'm sitting here reflecting on what happened, I'm wondering if maybe I overreacted. Maybe Bo didn't mean any harm and we should have just moved on from there. But honestly, it still feels like he crossed a line to me, and Indigo's feelings are valid too.
Am I the asshole for declining a work social event because my coworkers are now treating me like I did something wrong? So I'm at this company where I've been working as an entry-level software engineer for about 6 months. We have a pretty relaxed office culture, but my coworkers and I often hang out outside of work when we're invited to events. Last week, our boss Jasper announced that he was hosting a happy hour at a new bar downtown on Friday evening, and invited everyone to attend. Apparently, Callie, who's been trying to get me to join the company's softball team for months, decided that attending this event would be the perfect opportunity to get to know me better outside of work. She sent me a group text saying she'd love to take me out for drinks and catch up on our shared interest in baseball, but I told her I had prior plans with my girlfriend. I didn't feel comfortable going since we're still pretty new to each other, and besides, I wasn't exactly thrilled about the idea of Callie trying to get to know me better at a bar. Jackson, who's always been a bit of a show-off, took it upon himself to remind everyone that I declined the invitation, saying something like, "Oh man, what's wrong with my name? Can't hang out with us," in front of our whole team. Callie chimed in and said I was super rude and shouldn't be so uptight. When I told them I had plans and wasn't interested in going, Jasper just shrugged it off and said I was being uncool. The thing is, I'm not trying to be uncool or rude. I just didn't feel like attending the event, and my girlfriend's plans come first. I don't appreciate being made out to be the party pooper when I had every right to say no. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for constantly telling my mom to stop sending me job listings even though I'm happy and fulfilled in my current role? So 26M, and here's what happened. I've been working as a software engineer at a company called Novatech for about 2 years now, and I love it. I get to work on challenging projects, collaborate with great colleagues, and the pay is more than decent, $120,000 per year. My mom knows this, so you'd think she wouldn't still be sending me job listings like they're going out of style. It started a few months ago when she sent me an email from a company called SynthCorp offering me a $150,000 per year position. I immediately forwarded the email to my girlfriend, Cleo, who works in HR at Novatech, and asked her to see if SynthCorp was legit. We've got a good relationship with them. After some digging, we confirmed that SynthCorp is indeed real, but the job posting was for an entry-level position, not something I'd be qualified for. I told my mom that I was good and didn't need it. However, the emails kept coming, one from Ivan at Novatech asking me if I was interested in taking on some extra work. I wasn't, another from SynthCorp offering me a $120,000 per year position, still not something I'd be qualified for. The final email was from my mom herself, claiming that she just wanted to make sure I had enough job security and that someone was making the right offer. She said that if I wasn't interested in taking on more work or exploring other opportunities, then I should stop wasting her time. I tried explaining to her that I'm happy where I am, but all she said was that I should be grateful for my current job and that she just wants what's best for me. The thing is, Cleo thinks I should take the SynthCorp offer. She says it's a great opportunity, but I know that if I leave Novatech, I'll lose the connections and experience I've built up here. Am I the asshole?